What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Weekend coming up. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Not much trading going to be happening for me personally, I think, during the weekend. We're going to go through some scenarios that could happen for Bitcoin. We're also going to talk about a scenario that we mentioned on yesterday's video. Didn't do a live stream yesterday, but I did do a video on a potential short-term scenario that played out exactly as predicted. If you paid attention on yesterday's video on a potential scalping opportunity that could happen, it did actually happen to perfection, guys. And we're going to go through some volume and price action strategies also that happened, and you could have taken advantage. There would have been 2 trades that I would have taken yesterday, but I only took 1. And we're going to go through those 2 trades, the one that I took and the one that I didn't took, but it was also a very nice, good scalping day trade opportunity. And this is what you need to learn, guys. You need to train your eye so you, at the end of the day, in the next coming months or couple of years, can be a successful trader. And this is what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Has Bitcoin failed this breakout? Also, we can see on the daily chart, this has not been a successful breakout. We haven't broken out successfully above $24,500. We actually reached $24,900, but this is no successful breakout. When we talk about successful breakout, we want to see, $1,000 to $2,000 breakout, a nice solid daily candle, or at least a big solid 4-hourly candle breaking above a major resistance zone. We can clearly see that this has still not successfully broken out. Now, there's 2 options here, of course. We can either reject, come down, or we can have another attempt to break up. But it doesn't matter what it does, because we as traders want to react once that has happened. So once we see that solid big daily candle breakout, then we can say, yes, this has been a successful breakout. We can potentially continue this big massive uptrend. But till then, I'm staying on standby for any swing trade opportunities. We can day trade and we can scalp inside of the range if you know how to do it properly. I am more of a swing trader and a day trader than a scalper, but these last few weeks I'll be looking for scalping and day trade opportunities, and we're going to go through that in today's episode, of course, because I am confused of where the potential trend can go in the next coming weeks, because I cannot put a swing trade with confidence right now, because I don't know exactly if we are going to break the resistance finally, or are we going to get massively rejected, fail the breakout here and come down. We need to have a confirmation. What would be a confirmation for me for a swing trade? Well, breaking the resistance here, of course, of 24.5 successfully, going to 25, 25.5, closing a nice daily level, 4-hourly level, knowing that successful breakout. What would be a successful breakdown for a potential swing trade? Well, of course, breaking the last higher low level and looking for that lower high for continuation to the downside. That would be my confirmation saying, guys, we're losing steam, we're going to go down. It's time to look for some swing trade opportunities. But till that happens, we can take advantage for day trades and scalps. And this is what I want to go through today right away. We're going to take a look at those major levels, what has happened yesterday since I made the video. And I'm going to go quickly through the comment section in just 1 second, guys, but this is absolutely insanely valuable information to be a successful trader. No swing trade opportunities. Let's, zoom in a little bit, right? Day trading. If you know opportunities for a day trade, let's look for scalping opportunities. So yesterday's video was absolutely crazy because this is what we talked about. Okay, I'm just going to put this 1 second, all right? So you can actually pay attention on what did happen. And we are trying to break this resistance level. It is very likely that if we have that successful breakout, it will be turning quickly into support if it were to be retested to potentially claim the highs again. Now stay very cautious. These strategies are very, very quick because you can actually create another double top or another lower high and come back down there. So if you see, this was on the 5-minute chart. This was mentioned on yesterday's video at minute, 7:30 or all the way up to 8 minutes, okay, where we were looking at this range on the 5-minute chart. And, for a breakout and a bounce from this level at the 24.5. And if I zoom in right now, this is exactly what happened. If you are scalping the range, okay, if you have that solid breakout and come back down to bounce at this major resistance at the 24.5, and this was mentioned on yesterday's video, you need to be cautious, you need to be quick for taking those profits just in case you do create a double top or a lower high for that breakdown, that exhaustion. And this is exactly what happened, as you can see that we talked about on yesterday's video on minute 8. You need to be cautious. If you are long in this range, make sure to take profits when you are reaching the highs, just in case you are going to create a double top and you're going to have that continuation to the downside. This was mentioned exactly on yesterday's video, looking for those, scalping opportunities where you're just getting and you get out. And I actually traded this and I forgot about the chart. But when we had that breakdown, of course, we did have another opportunity. I did not take this opportunity, all right, because I was happy with my scalp here, with my day trade. So what happened yesterday, once we created that double top, failing this breakout, it was massive volume, okay, a lot of volatility. Once we had that breakdown, of course, and we like to, when we see a breakdown of a support level, right, this was an insane resistance zone. We talked about it yesterday, finally getting that bounce, okay, that prediction bounce if we were to have that break up, and then double top scenario, seeing some exhaustion. We were starting to see some breakdown from this level. I'm talking about the $24,500 range on the 5-minute chart. Okay, we can see we having a little bit of volume right there. Okay, not very much of a successful breakdown, but then finally, what did happen? We actually had another breakdown right over here. So what you want to pay attention here on this move down is not exactly this breakdown over here, because this is not a very successful breakdown, right? We want to see big price action to the downside, not just a few dollars down, because you could actually this could be easily a fake out and come back up. But there is some volume intentions in breaking down, as you can see. Now this volume looks very low just because this one was massive, the one that we have also here yesterday, reaching the highs of 24,900. But pay attention here, this volume is pretty high. The only thing it looks like it's low is because of this one is massive, but it is pretty high volume. So where is the highest volume ranges, right? Let's just zoom in to, this is a strategy that is, it does happen almost every day, and you can make some huge gains with this simple strategy. Right over here, we have this candlestick with a large volume. And what we want to see is a successful breakdown with large volume, okay? There we have it, okay? This is not a successful kind of breakdown. We're just slightly below this range, all right? We want to see nice price action to the downside. And this is the price action to the downside we want to see, right? This is the low. Let me just get the low range from this volume level, okay? So we got the volume right there. and this is the low range of the volume level. Let me extend this just so you can see it. Right, where's our next big volume? Right over here, we do not have any big volume, as you can see on the chart. We have the big volume right over here. This was a nice breakdown, okay? A little bit of volatility, a little bit of a wick there. If you go to the 1 minute chart, then of course you have a little bit of more price action to the downside. But this is what we want to see: volume and volume, low level, big volume breaking down. Guess where we come back up to retest the level here, exactly at the first volume range, guys. This is absolutely golden. This is just a golden strategy that works 80% of the times. You can back test it. I've been back testing it since 2017, and when I do not see any swing trades or something, or day trades, you know, I might look for these kind of scalping opportunities on the 15-minute, 5-minute chart. And it's absolutely golden, okay? Like I said, you cannot make this up. You've got large volume here with a nice candlestick. You got a large breakdown with volume. You come back up to retest to perfection the first volume candle. We've been talking about this for several weeks right now, and we're just going to keep talking about it, okay? I did not take this trading opportunity because I just traded this bounce that was mentioned on yesterday's not live stream, yesterday's video, okay? Yesterday's video, we talked about that nice bounce that could happen if we were to break up from that 24.5. I was happy with those profits, of course, retesting the highs in and out, okay, in just a matter of an hour or so. And then of course I wasn't looking at the charts. I'm not stuck to the computer 24/7. You know, I just look for those opportunities and then get in and get out. Like I said, there was this one right over here. You know, and these are small percentage moves. You can actually use a 50, 60x kind of leverage, all right, for these opportunities. If you use a 5x or a 10x, you're not going to make much on these little moves, okay? If you can see the resistance level, okay, the touch here, retesting the lows. These are, you know, 0.6% moves. You know, you'd actually need to have 50, 60x kind of leverage to make a 50, 60% profit. But this is the thing I always explain: when I swing trade, I'm usually using maybe a 5, 7x if it's isolated trading. If it's a day trade, maybe 20x to 30x. If it's a scalping opportunity, you need to use, you know, where there is small movements, then of course you're using absolutely much more leverage, all right? Because you're going in and out in a matter of, you know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, you know, inside of that range. So like I said, the percentage moves are very, very low. But I mean, it was absolutely a golden opportunity, okay? This is the most important thing for me in the channel, okay, to explain the community those potential opportunities. And this strategy is always going to work. It's been working since I've been learning it back in 2017. It works on many markets. I've been using this strategy on DAX 30, which is the German stock market, and it works, okay? Charting volume is just indicating where the pressure is, and it's very likely to get rejected, okay, in an, you know, as resistance or as support, depending if you're in an uptrend or a downtrend, guys. And it's absolutely golden. You just need 1 trade or 2 trades a week to actually make those gains. Get into the high probability trades only, because this is the only way. And like I say, you know, 8 to 9 people out of 10 traders fail trading in the long term. You can make some gains in the short term, make some of those really nice insane profits, and you know, but you know, you need to have a sustainable strategy, and this is one of the most sustainable strategies there is, guys. Trust me, we've been talking about it for the last few weeks. You cannot make it up. Right. Let me just quickly go through the comment section, and then we'll do some analysis on Bitcoin, of course, and then some other altcoins. But guys, if this is an educational channel, of course, I need to give that explanation on what has happened from yesterday's video, guys. Check out minute 8, you know, looking for those potential scalp day trades, playing out to perfection, and then explaining what has happened after that and where you could have taken advantage for that, you know, scalping opportunity. That is the most important thing for me on this channel, explaining what has happened, what could potentially happen, what are strong levels, and how you kind of take advantage with good risk management to make some gains, guys. Of course, I traded this on Bybit. Bybit is my favorite platform, really low fees, high volume. Okay, there are some many good platforms such as Margix, of course, that we talked about yesterday, but on Bybit, this is the one that I use consistently. You have an insane bonus of up to $4,450 to claim on the rewards hub, or depending on what you deposit, you need to follow the steps. And this is a good way to support the channel so I can continue, of course, with YouTube with this educational content. So anyway, let's take a look. I mean, first of all, I mean, there are some levels here that we are bouncing. We are getting a consolidation. We can talk about that after I go through the community comment section, okay, to say hello and, you know, good morning here in Central Europe, and maybe it's good evening for you or good night, but yeah, anyway, just let's go through the comment section right away. Right, Ox the Doctor, hey Andy, hello Ox the Doctor, thanks for joining. Peter, hello all, hello Arvind, how are you doing? Hello Dan, Rainy, Gazed, morning. Arving, can you tell me about best and online sources for learn trading like you? Well, there are several. Like I said, I've been learning, I've done about 5 different online courses. They're all good for information to expand your knowledge. I've read, you know, over 20 trading books, also psychology, risk management, patterns, technical analysis, and you know, you just get a mix of everything of what really works more and what really doesn't. So I can just tell you, read as much as you want and take as many courses as you wish. I will be doing my personal course, and it will be very, very concentrated on what really, you know, what really works with hardly any indicators, you know, a lot of price action, a lot of market structure, different resistance and support levels, you know, keeping it really simple to make it simple for the people, because there's too much information out there, guys, too much information. So yes, I will recommend you my one, which will be out in the next few months. Crypto Legends, LVL5, Vegan, how are you doing? Alvin, John Edge, good morning. Brody, guys, if you enjoy this content, the explanation that I have given you at the beginning of the stream, which is absolutely golden for me. If I had anyone doing a live stream explaining, you know, from yesterday's video, level to level, explaining me, you know, the kind of opportunities that there is once you break down a level with some decent volume, you know, getting into those scalping opportunities, I would have paid thousands of dollars, you know, instead of learning the over information that I have done, guys. So just for that, the only thing that I am asking for you is to absolutely destroy that like button if you enjoy the content, because if not, I'm going to finish YouTube immediately right now if I do not see that like button, that algorithm, you know, pushing the video out there for this educational content. Just smash. Let's see that, you know, like button get absolutely crazy to 200, 300 likes, and let's go through the comment section and take a look at Bitcoin on what could happen in the next coming hours and days, and also take a look at your favorite altcoins or your opinion, and I'm going to go through that and give you my personal opinion, and that is it, guys. Let's go through the comment section right away. Where is George? George. Crypto Legend equal Andy, says Alvin. Thank you very much, my man. How are you doing, all of you Crypto Legends? Andy, buenos dias from Jordania. Hey, Faris, how are you doing? Thanks for joining from Jordan. Good morning, Andy. I said, how are you doing? Jack and all the kids who have no idea what they're doing emerge. Wolf Hunt, hello, Andy. Like your style of trading and neutral thinking. A lot better than Chart Champions Dan bragging. Woo, yeah, I mean... We know. I've learned some stuff out of Daniel from Chart Champions. I'm not going to say I haven't, and he's an absolutely insane trader. But yeah, of course, there's a lot of information that he does use, a lot of different indicators, footprint. I'm not saying that this is not good. Of course, it is very, very good, but it's just too much information for your head. You need to be very, very well experienced and be very, very organized to do this kind of trading. And not not everyone is capable of that. So anyway, that is a really nice tip from you. You know, I like your way of trading much better than Daniel from Chart Champions. I mean, this is very, very difficult. He's an absolute insane trader, no doubt in my mind. He's one of the only good ones out there, you know, if you are looking for influencers, YouTubers, and traders, because there are a lot of them that is just, yeah, well, you guys know, I guess. Anyway, I've just tried to keep it simple and prove it to you on many live streams and videos, guys. We can have predictions, okay? I can do crazy thumbnails like, wow, Bitcoin last level, if we break this, we're going to 28K. But of course, these are only like predictions. We can fail the breakout, but you know, and I don't know for a swing trade at this moment. I am not confident for a long swing trade or a short swing trade at this moment, till I see a confirmation like I explained at the beginning of the stream. But we can range trade. We can look for scalping opportunities, just like the strategy I've talking about, you know, for the last few weeks and at the beginning of the, you know, first 10 minutes of this live stream. You can just check it out and practice and practice and practice, guys, because it works very, very well. And don't be, you know, don't revenge trade. Don't be highly emotional. Don't look for the trades. Mark your levels. Wait for the price action to come to you. I mean, yesterday it was pretty simple on the video. Wait for the big breakout. Wait to come down to retest this level, and this might not happen always, but it's the best. It's the best opportunity. It's the best strategy to be successful. Wait it to come down here to this level and trade it all the way up to retest almost the highs. This is exactly what happened. This is why I did long that level, you know, right over here, right over there, to retest the highs. And then just in case you do have that breakdown, this is what happened. This is what happened. So level to level, you know, this is why we talk about these strong levels where you can take that opportunity. You cannot make that up. Hey Andy, how much will your course be? When will it be released? It's still something that you know, I'm still deciding. Of course, I want to make it cheap. I want to make it really cheap, of course, very accessible to the people. And I think it's going to be a subscription, because I'm going to be very, very well active in a Telegram, or I guess it will be a Discord. Because I want to help. Of course, I will be there attending, doing analysis, looking level to level, looking for scalp day trades. You know, I want to be very, very active in the community. So I think it will be a subscription more than a paid once in a lifetime course. And you will have the videos, of course, and you will have me being very, very active every day for that paid subscription. And it will be reasonable price. I will promise. Will be reasonable for the people to purchase. Right, let's take a look at Ethereum having head and shoulders. Would it go down, and what target could we get, says Mark Fabian. We can take a look at Ethereum also. First of all, let me take a look at Lefound Music. Thanks for the super chat. Joseph here, thanks my man for joining the live stream. I'm looking for my moderators here. I've got Joseph. Thank you, my man, for joining the live stream. Let me take a look at the super chat from Lefound Music. Of course, super chats do have priority. Good morning, Andy. How's the life in Mallorca? In which part are you staying there, actually? Well, I am in Mallorca. I'm actually not going to say this live where I am, but yeah, definitely in Mallorca. You can DM me on Telegram and we can have a chat. Lefound Music, of course. May you check API 3 for me, because I'm long from $2.40, and where should I put my stop loss? Thank you. Okay, I would tell you what I would do, of course. Never tell you what you need to do. Let's take a look here at APY 3 right away, guys. Oh, we didn't get much like buttons here smashed, didn't we? Right, this doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. We're having a lot of these cryptos having a little bit of a pop out, right? It doesn't look that bad. So let's analyze the situation. Let's say you are in a long position right over here at $2.40. Right, we can take a look at the immediate short-term scenario. This is the 4-hourly chart. There is something good about this. We are kind of breaking out from this range. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. We could see some continuation to the upside. So we've got a major support level, resistance zone right there, exactly at the $2.25. I like this level because it's been rejected several times. It's been touched and rejected several times. Yeah, it looks pretty solid because we have had a pretty nice breakout from this zone with a large volume. Looking at the 1 hourly on the Coinbase chart, quite a lot of liquidity on Coinbase, I would imagine on API 3. So let's go to the 1 hourly chart. $2.40, right. I would say that, you know, the highest probability trade, I don't know why you entered at $2.40. Did you actually trade the breakout? Did you actually long while we were breaking out from this zone? Potentially, yes. Best opportunity here would be, you know, this high is very likely to be retested, right? This high range in between $2.75 and $2.90. This range is likely to be retested at some point. Of course, you need to find out where would be the best longing opportunity right there. And I would say that $2.40 is not that bad. It's pretty good. But of course, me as a retrace trader, right? I get in retracements. I don't breakout trade. I wait for retracements with low volume to get in a trade. I know that this major level looks pretty solid. What level? This one right over here between $2.25 and $2.35, which would be a phenomenal entry. It's the low range of this volume level, this massive big candle. So if we do still have a little bit of continuation to the downside and have a little bit of choppy action with a little bit of low volume, I mean, this is more of a swing trade, day trade, swing trade, because it might take a few days to come back up to retest the level. Of course, what would be my stop loss? Of course, I would try to get in the lowest level possible here on APY3. What would be the lowest level possible? We're taking the low range here to the highs. I mean, that $2.40, $2.39 is the best level for an entry right there. So you have entered the breakout potentially. If we do continue the retracement, which we should, to in between the $2.40 and $2.30, I would say $2.35. That is a very good entry point. So you had a very good entry point. My stop loss, of course, would be well below the low range here, below this major big candle, which would be round about the $2.20 to give it a little bit of room to get in as low as possible. Especially, I would long it if we consolidate. If we consolidate at this level with a few, you know, 1 hourly candles, 15-minute candles to confirm that there is that bearish exhaustion, and we are going to have very likely that leg up to retest the highs because the volume pressure is indicating that we are going up. So yeah, around about that $2.20, give it a bit of room for that stop loss. I mean, there's a risk or reward here of 1.5 to 1, 2 to 1 approximately, 2 to 1 approximately from your stop loss. So yeah, it's not the best risk to reward trade, but you know, it is worth a trade. At least a 2 to 1 you want. You don't want to trade trades 1 to 1, right? You don't want to have a stop loss for a 1 to 1 trade. You want to have at least a 2 to 1. So I would wait for a little bit more consolidation here on APY3 at that $2.30, $2.40 range. You are at a good entry actually. So yeah, doesn't look bad. I think a retest of the highs of $2.70, $2.80 range is likely. Thanks for the scalping idea, Andy Bro, says Doddy. You're very much, Dobbies, you're very much welcome, my man. Very good strategy. But I love watching crypto 24/7. Well, if you are waiting 24/7 for those, I mean, I'm not 24/7 on the charts because I don't need to, because, you know, I wait for those kind of opportunities, a few hours on the computer, waiting for the high probability trades and just getting and get out. And that is it. You're not gonna, I mean, this is not a get rich thing. You know, this is a job. This is a job. You need to just try and make gains during the years. And that is it, basically. Right. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Fathy Po. How are you doing? Joe Andy. If you would take a look at UNFI, I am in a long from 8.7. I am targeting pretty high, like 19 or 25. Can you take a look at it, please? Yes, absolutely. Let's take a look. Fathy Po, thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at UNFI. This one can be traded on Bybit. So let's analyze. I mean, I wanted to talk about Bitcoin and what could potentially happen, but let's connect with the community. I am getting some super chats, and let's take a look at your cryptos if you wish, and I would give you my opinion. Joseph, thanks for the insane support. You know, always telling me I've got super chats. Only 250 likes. Yes, Joseph. Always giving me insane support. Lifan Music, you're very welcome, my man. Let's take a look at the super chats right away. So UNFI, I'm in along from 8.7. Let's take a look. Well, if you are in along at 8.7, UNFI is a little bit too volatile. You can see these massive pump and dumps, you know, massive volatility. Stay cautious if you are trading these altcoins. UNFI is very likely to be a mid-cap, low-cap cryptocurrency. Ranked 392, so yeah, it's 63 million. This is a mid-low-cap crypto, insanely manipulated because it's such low market capitalization. So far, you know, trend is your friend. Looking at the 4-hourly chart here on UNFI, it is pretty clear that we are in an uptrend. Why? Because we are creating consistent higher lows every time. It's in a pretty nice solid uptrend. Now, you're in a trade from $8.07. So your trade position is right over here, $8.07 here on UNFI. You longed right at this level approximately, right? Reason why, I don't know, but you are long from here. So I am targeting pretty high, like $19 or $25. Can you take a look at it? Wow. Not sure why you are targeting that high. I mean, this is just a bunch of volatility. I mean, $19, looking at the daily chart, yeah, it makes sense. It's a daily level, okay? It's a daily level, $19 right there. So can it be reached? I mean, it's very, very possible. We are in an uptrend, not much to chart on UNFI, of course. Looking at this chart, where do we have some more price data on UNFI? Binance, we've got some here, UNFI. This is very, very hard. I mean, it's a lot of choppy action, sideways, a little bit in a downtrend, had massive volatility. I think this is because it was launched just a few weeks before on Bybit. And this is what usually happens on Bybit, okay? When you have a cryptocurrency launching, after a few weeks, you do get massive volatility. You do get insane massive volatility once that crypto is launched. Look at this. It launched on Bybit just a few days before getting that massive big pump. This is what usually happens. So this is not a strategy, but I'm very much aware of cryptos. Once they are launched on Bybit, you can expect a big massive pump because there's a huge amount of liquidity on Bybit. They do have over $1 billion of 24-hour volume. You know, that's pretty high here in the crypto market, over $1 billion. So anyway, going back here, it is in an uptrend. We are seeing some nice volume to the upside. So you could arguably discuss that, you know, there is a possibility of this continuing to the upside to retest the highs. You know, it is very, very possible. You are still in an uptrend. So if you have traded here from this $8.70, what I would do, of course, if I am in these profits, it's currently trading at $10.70. I would have my stop loss at break even already, 100%. There's no way that if I have longed at this level, I'm going to get stopped out at a loss. This is just not going to happen with my style of trading and my risk management. If I traded here in a long and price action is here, my stop loss is right there, for example, below these higher lows. When I'm in this profit, you know, my stop loss will go to break even because, you know, what if I'm not going to be in a negative after this trade, first of all. But like I said, the probabilities in coming high to this $19, I would say that, you know, they are high. It's going to probably take weeks. So this is definitely a swing trade. This is not going to happen potentially anytime soon to have a massive leg to the upside. So far, so good. We are looking to go you know, to higher levels in the coming weeks. we are in an uptrend. You know, trend is your friend. Structure doesn't look bad. It could go to those levels. Protect your position would be my advice without being financial advice, right? That's what I would do. Right, let's take a look at super chat here. JJV says, I went long X3 on Ethereum at 1,920 yesterday. What do I do? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is insane. You longed at the very, very top range. My question is why? This is the thing, you know, I'm a little bit skeptical about this price action on Ethereum, you know. It's forming a kind of an ascending wedge scenario. We are seeing some exhaustion on Bitcoin. We're not seeing a successful break up. I'm staying extremely cautious. You have longed the exact top, really. So this is extremely dangerous, especially when you're having this kind of price action right there. This is insanely dangerous. You know, you shouldn't be in a very big loss, okay? If I was longing right there and I'm having this kind of price action, you know, can you do this? Yes, but you can also do this, and that this is the risk that you do have, you know, by longing at the top range. I would exit this trade. This is no, you know, this is a 50-50 scenario right there. You could either big correct largely or continue to the upside. This is not a good trading strategy. If I was longing at 1,920 and I see this price action, first of all, I wouldn't long at this range. But if I were in a long position, I would just exit. You know, I would just take the loss. Me, you know, I would just take the loss. It's a very, very risky environment right now. Longing here at this range, okay? Very, very, very risky longing at this top of the range. Right, let's take a look here down through the hearing bulls crying. Ouch. I really want Bitcoin to come to lower levels for the long term. I want to buy cheap Bitcoin. I really want to buy Bitcoin at $10,000. You know, I really do. It would be absolutely magical. I don't mind my portfolio going down because I don't live through my portfolio. I actually add every single week to my portfolio. So this is how you need to approach this, guys, for the future. Don't be sad while crypto is going down. Just see it as an opportunity for the next coming years. Can it go lower? Absolutely. Right. Hi Andy. Any chance you could check out a $0 please? Absolutely. Let's take a look at these. Wow, a lot of questions here. A lot of cryptos. A0. Let's take a look at A0 on the chart. I mean, there's not much to say on the altcoins, guys. Stay cautious. I'm trying to focus on Bitcoin, and 80% of my trading is on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has a lot of liquidity. It respects very much big levels. Trading altcoins for me is very dangerous because it's just too volatile and it doesn't respect many levels. You know, it's just too volatile. You know, look at the beginning of the live stream on Bitcoin. You know, level to level, easy peasy. You know, volume, level to level, really nice. Some altcoins are just crazy. Yes, of course, you can make more gains, but you can make more gains on Bitcoin. You just have to put more leverage. Altcoins are absolutely crazy. 20% of my trading would be on altcoins, more on Ethereum, and some large cryptos. I mean, just a little tip on how I can make gains at the end of the month. Trust me, for me personally, it's not trading altcoins. Some people are good trading altcoins. I'm not the best because of the volatility in my type of analysis. Anyway, A0. Let's take a look at a chart here. There's not much price data. Chart data here on A0. It was added to Bybit. Oh no, sorry, this is not A0. It's not added to Bybit, sorry. Yeah, there's not much price data here, so we cannot do much chart analysis. what I can clearly see here on the daily chart is that we are hitting a daily level. Why a daily level? We can see a daily level here on the 1st and 2nd of May. We got an open, a close and open at this exact level, right? This is where the price hasn't reached, and now it has reached, and now we are getting rejected. We are getting a consolidation at this range. That's an important level here on A0. We're talking about the $1.55 rejection right there, happening at this current moment for the last few days. If we could take a look at the 4-hourly chart, zoom in a little bit, see what's going on. You know, large uptrend, nice structure, higher lows, higher highs. We've got a nice bullish structure here. What's some pretty nice volume to the upside. For me, it's pretty simple looking at the 4-hourly. If we successfully break above this range where we do have large volume, we're looking at price action and volume, I would go for detecting the higher low, right? The higher low for their trading opportunity. So far, it's in an uptrend. It's in a local uptrend. We could see higher levels on A0 in the next coming weeks. Nice round formation. Getting resistance right there. We could actually correct a little bit now and form a kind of a cup and handle scenario. But it does look pretty good for the next coming weeks. Doesn't look bad. I like this round formation. Not much to add on this chart. There's not much to add. Hello Andy, what's your take on Oasis and ApeCoin trades now? Well, let's take a look at one. Let's take a look at ApeCoin, for example. ApeCoin can be traded on Bybit. Bybit has been adding so many cryptocurrencies, and ApeCoin is one of them that is there. I haven't traded ApeCoin. I have traded more GMT for the last couple of months. Started trading GMT in April and made very successful trades. ApeCoin can be traded on Bybit. Remember, you got an insane bonus that can be claimed at the rewards hub following the steps of up to $4,450 on Bybit. And of course, I do get a commission. This is a good way to support the channel, of course. And if you're an experienced trader, you get the best bonus that there is available at this moment on Bybit. And it's the trading platform that I use, of course. I'm not going to talk about a platform of that I don't like or that I don't use. Bybit for me is top notch. It is one of the best. Let's take a look at ApeCoin right away. Why not? Let's take a look at ApeCoin right over here. Take a look at, let's clean out the chart a little bit and do a little bit of fresh analysis. We don't need this over here. We don't need this right there. Breakout from this range. We don't need this. Let's just do a fresh analysis, get some levels off the way here, and take a look at ApeCoin. VPVR levels. VPVR is not going to help us very much at this moment. So there's a solid big support level here with a large volume. Looking at the VPVR, this low level is very, very strong. It's very likely to get a bounce. Best trading opportunity on ApeCoin would be in the next coming days. If we were to have that bearish momentum, there is a possibility in getting a bounce here. The best trade that I do see here at this moment, we are in an uptrend, but it is getting exhausted. We are currently kind of breaking down. This is no successful breakdown from this uptrend support. It's not a successful breakdown. We do get slightly rejected a little bit, came down. We could double bottom and come back up. The best trading opportunity that I see here on ApeCoin for a high probability trade is breaking below this low over here to retest this low. And during that kind of price action, if that does happen, you are likely to retest this high at some point. Okay, it might be soon, it might be later, but it's a strong level, the $6.25 range. Big consolidation right there. Let me just quickly get this box right there. That would be the high probability trade. When is that going to happen? Well, it probably won't break down. It might continue back up. But it's the high probability trade. You've got a nice consolidation level, nice supported there. You got resistance, break up, down, bounce, back up, double top, break down again. Then of course this level was broken easily after that fake out. So if it breaks down, the first big bounce here, $6.25, bang, bang, that would be a great trading opportunity. Solid level, solid support. You are breaking uptrend structure, meaning that you are likely to create a lower high at this range. So that would be the highest probability trade that I do see here in the next coming days, potentially on ApeCoin. Keeping it simple with market structure, level to level trading. This would be a day trade, small swing trade, looking at the 4-hourly chart. It's still in an uptrend, so potentially you are maybe still going to create a higher low. There is a trading opportunity right there at this moment for a potential long. Why? Because you are getting exhausted to retest this low. You are kind of creating a double bottom, and this is probably not going to be a successful breakdown. You have no volume here. Looking at the Coinbase chart, you could take a look at Bybit chart, just because there is more volume there. Yeah, there's basically no volume on the breakdown. Okay, no volume on the breakdown. So this is possibly a fake out. You are in an uptrend and you are still creating higher lows. You are currently testing the 61865 from this low to the highs. You are testing that 61865 Fibonacci level, getting that bounce. You have more volume to the upside than to the downside. Yeah, you could actually come back up and retest the highs on ApeCoin at this moment. There's just, you know, what would be a good risk to reward here? I mean, I have seen this before on the chart many times. You think, oh, we broke the trend line. Most of the retail traders broke trend line from higher lows, got a first rejection. This is likely to continue down. And what's happened right here, you haven't successfully broken the last higher low. You are getting exhaustion here, getting a lot of trap shorts, and then you're going to have likely this bullish momentum. You are hitting the point of control from the last few weeks traded, as you can see here. Okay, if I just zoom in on the chart right now, the point of control from the 17th of July is just right there. We are getting that bounce from this level. So yeah, there is a long opportunity right there. Where would I have my stop loss? If I were to trade this, and I probably will trade it, you know, if I'm entering at this level and I am looking for the highs to be claimed or almost to be claimed, once the price action is almost retesting the highs, I would be exiting my trade. So I'll be looking for that $7.50 approximately, $7.60. Of course, protecting my position. My stop loss would be below this higher low range, right? This is the 618 level. So this is what the risk to reward would be, right? 9.2% to the upside, 3.5. This is almost a 3-to-1, right? 3-to-1 risk to reward potential trade right there. Most of the people will think that this is actually going to go low. You know, we've broken the uptrend structure, so you know, uptrend structure is likely to continue down. Well, no, not exactly, because you would have to break this low, this last higher low. There's the highest probability trade, like I just mentioned a few minutes ago. If we were to break that 625, bang, then you are confirming this downtrend. Once you come up to this level, it is likely to get that volatility and get rejected to come down to retest the lows. That would be the high probability trade. So yeah, that's my point of view. Of course, risk to reward, okay? Don't risk more than 1 to 3%. Have a tight stop loss below this high low, just in case you have that massive move down. This is the thing. Wow, I got Rainy here saying, as someone who only has $100 to trade with, how much should I use each trade? Well, I know you feel like using $50 or $20, but the proper risk management would be in between 1% and 3%, and consistently trade till you build up your account. So 1 to 3% of $100, you should be risking in between $1 to $3 if you want to survive. Because I'll tell you what is likely to happen with a $100 account. You're either going to use the entire $100, or 2 times 50, or 4 times 25. You are likely to lose 1 or 2 trades. What's going to happen? Of course, you'll be losing $50 already. So you got half of your account already. To turn those 50 back into 100, you can gamble, you can high leverage and potentially double it and say, wow, I've recovered my $100. But if you have that way of trading, your way is, you are going to fail as a long-term trader. I've burnt out many accounts, trust me. I've burnt out a lot of accounts, and the only successful way that I can make gains at the end of the month is just by risking 1 to 3% and getting into the high probability trades, waiting patiently. There are days that I don't trade because I don't see anything that I like, and I only make in between 5 to 15% of my account at the end of the month. I'll be very lucky if I make 20%, but it's the only way I can be a successful trader. I've burnt so many accounts by risking more than I should have, getting into these gamble trades. It looks like we're going to go higher. Well, let's long all together. No, just level to level trading, guys. And it's simple. Trading is easy if you know a strategy and you got good risk management. But your emotions can play you off, because you can revenge trade. You can risk more than you're willing to lose, because you can risk 50% of your capital because you see something that is just very, very highly probable that is going to happen. And then you have a bunch of volatility that just is going to get you out of the market. And you risk 50% of your account because you thought it was a insanely high probable trade. Always 1 to 3%, no matter how high probable that trade is. You need to be super firm with your emotions and your strategy, because if not, the market will exterminate you. I've been exterminated many times, and you just learn by that. So sometimes it is the way to learn, not just me saying that to you guys. Because you need to learn. It needs to happen to you. You need to actually lose that money, right? Several times. You need to burn your account. As long as it's not a huge amount of money, but you need to feel bad. You need to feel, right, this is wrong. I'm doing something wrong. This is the best way you can learn. Not by some crazy guy on YouTube just saying, do this, do that. Right, I've got a super chat here from JJV. Thank you very much. So excited that 1,923x long Ethereum now need to catch up. What's the best trade now with 50k US dollar? Wow, JJV. What is the best trade now with 50k US dollar? 50,000 US dollar? Wow, that's a pretty big trade. What is the best trade with 50,000 US dollar? Well, I do not trade with that amount of money. I don't make $50,000 trades, I'll tell you that. My trades are, a few hundred or a few thousand. I don't trade with 50k on a trade. What would be the highest probability trade? Well, like I said, thanks for the super chat. I cannot see a swing trade at this moment. You could arguably discuss that this has been a swing failure pattern. We have failed to break out from this resistance. So I think right now, at this moment, yesterday, there was a probability in breaking up last level for Bitcoin resistance we could be breaking up. You know, I was pretty bullish yesterday. I was saying it's the time, you know, we're probably going to break up this 24.5 and successfully go up. What is happening today? We have failed. So I'm feeling a little bit bearish. I'm saying, wow, we failed the breakout. You know, we are probably going to fail and come down to much lower levels. When will that confirmed breakout be? When will I be confident for a, you know, a long position or a short for a swing trade? Once we solidly break above this range with a large amount of volume, once we see that solid breakout, there's no solid breakout here. This is absolutely a failed attempt. It's yesterday, it failed. Bitcoin failed to break above. We got a massive rejection. So you said we were going to $28,000. You know, we might get someone. You said we were going to break up. You know, no, absolutely not. This was the last level for a successful breakout. We want to see a large candle on the daily breaking out saying, yes, we're going higher. We are likely to create a higher low to continue this massive uptrend to go to potentially $28,000. This hasn't happened yesterday. We had a failed breakout. So today I'm a little bit more bearish. I think, you know, there is a possibility that we are going to fail and still continue correcting down. When I will be confident, like I said, is a big solid break above this 24.5. Big solid breakout, seeing 25, 25.5. And I'm saying, wow, we are likely to actually go up to $28,000 once this solid breakout happens. When will I be extremely bearish is when we lose this daily level, the last higher low, the $23,000 range. Look at this. This is a massive daily level. We could actually get a big, massive bounce from this range. Why daily levels? Daily levels are very much respected. We didn't actually touch this one. We almost did, but we got supported from the higher low trend line. But look at this. Daily level, almost touched it. So we got 3 candles here. Open, close, open. This is a big level, 23.1. We could get a bounce from this range. We could get a wick and a bounce. When will I know that this is a successful breakout? When we have one of these candles like this, breaking below this 23.1. Then I'm going to say, wow, guys, this is likely to continue down. Looking for swing trade shorts on a big retracement. So that is the kind of swing trades that I'm looking for here. Potentially to risk 1 to 3% on my capital. 3%. Guys, today's live stream, we're getting 600 people watching and I'm getting hardly any likes here. What is going on? Make sure to smash that like button all the way to 400 likes in the next coming minutes, guys. Thank you for the insane support. Just giving you my tips, my experience. XRP going to dump, says the GOAT. Probably, yes. Probably. The volume on the way up, Joker's Wild said, the volume on the way up has been weak. Massive rising channel. We retrace to bottom of the channel. Massive rising channel. Massive rising channel. Will that be on what time frame? 1 hourly. Massive rising channel. DXY looking short-term bullish in the 50-minute time frame. Yes, the DXY for me is, you know, we are getting a little bit of, this was the level that we were talking about yesterday. What has happened, you know, we were talking about DXY breaking below this major resistance support level, right? This support level. We needed a solid breakdown to come back up, retest it, and have continuation. We broke down the level, but, you know, it's not a huge breakout. This is not a huge breakout, really. A huge breakout would be, you know, doing this. Then it's like, wow, guys, this is very good. If we do retrace and Bitcoin does dump, it is likely that, you know, we are going to have continuation to the downside. This is a choppy breakout. We did actually retest it once, came down, and it's creating a double bottom. If you go to the 1 hourly, double bottom, this is a bullish sign. Double bottom on DXY, it is looking actually a little bit bullish. We could actually have that bullish momentum in the next coming days. This is not going to be good. This is not a successful breakout from this level, especially when you're creating a double bottom. Successful breakout is having massive momentum to the downside, closing strong candles on the 1 hourly, on the 4 hourly. Then the retracement is going to be looking very, very bearish. You will be likely continuing this kind of downtrend if you break a solid level. This is not a solid breakout. We are seeing the effects on Bitcoin at this moment, having this bearish correction. Bitcoinsensus for life, says Evo. You're the man. Joseph, thank you very much for the insane support. Yes, it only dropped less than 1%. The channel on the daily, Andy says Joker's wild. Okay, the channel on the daily. So the uptrend channel would be my blind guess here. Joker says the volume on the way up has been weak. Massive rising channel. We retrace to the bottom of the channel. So the bottom of the channel would be. So if you're looking at the daily channel here on Bitcoin, creating the higher lows right there. Something like this. Something like this. So the bottom of the channel would be retested, which would be around about the 23.1. It is very, very likely. We've got a daily level also. So this is the kind of channel that you are talking about with higher lows and higher highs, getting big resistance from this top level. You know, there is a big probability that we could come down to the 23.1, 23.2. What is your favorite coin on the long term, says Stephanie Mallet? It is Chainlink. It is Chainlink. Chainlink is just under 30% of my portfolio. Chainlink, I'm a huge, strong believer. Connecting real world data with a blockchain, you know, it's just, it's phenomenal. I think it's the #1 cryptocurrency that can have a huge utility in the real world. So that is going to be my #1 pick here for you. It's gonna, of course, if you were looking for high speculation, high big returns to investment, there are many altcoins out there with low market capitalization, mid-low. You know, Metis DAO is a huge L2 project. I think this is a little bit of a disbelief rally, and Metis can come back down to the $30-20 range in the next coming months. Guys, I think there's a little bit more of sideways action and bear market for the next coming months. That is only my personal opinion. This is not going to have a V-shaped recovery and we're going to go to all-time highs in the next coming months. It's very, very unlikely. This is just a little bit of a disbelief rally, of course. And yeah, we are going to see some more consolidations and bearish momentum, unfortunately, in my personal opinion and personal experience. It's going to take a long time here in crypto is about 1 to 2 years. That is not long, but in crypto that's a long time to build up confidence. So Metis would be my high speculation. I am accumulating Metis, not at this moment. I do think that I have been buying Metis at you know, the $30 range. We've been pumping right now, not interested. I think we could come lower in the next coming months. It's just a little bit of a FOMO rally, disbelief rally, and I think markets can come to lower levels. Unibright is also an insane project, and it's at insanely low levels. You know, enterprise for you know, business for blockchain, and I think this one is extremely at low levels. You know, this is also a high risk to reward blockchain project that I did, and this one got absolutely crushed. All-time highs was at $4.40 approximately, and it's got insanely crushed. It is well below 2020 low levels. It got crushed, but these are the levels that you want to speculate, right? These are the levels. I am actually going to buy a bunch of Unibright. It's one of those cryptos that I do believe that has massive utility, and it can do very, very well. And these are the levels you really want to buy. I am buying I'm going to buy a bunch today, I think, at these levels. Can it go down to 10 cents? It can. Can it be a failed project at the end of the day? It can. This is why, you know, you don't have to risk money that you actually need. You don't have to put, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, you know, because this one, you know, right now it is 20x from its all-time high. So a 20x, you know, if you put, you know, if I put a couple of $1,000, you know, if I put $2,000 and it does a 20x, you know, that's already $40,000 of a potential gain if it were to reach all-time high in the next coming year. So it's worth that risk. And when the price is going sideways and you can see the bearish exhaustion, the selling pressure is getting exhausted. It is not getting exhausted here. You are creating massive lower lows. You know, I'm not going to buy here. You know, this is massively still in a downtrend. You get a massive hope, massive hype pump right there. People FOMO in, then get absolutely destroyed. No, no, no. You do not want to buy here, or you do not want to buy into the pump. You want to buy when the price is flattening out. The price is flattening out. You can see it right there. You know, it's flattening out. This has a high probability scenario at some point in the next coming months to do something like this. And then maybe flatten out again, but then another massive pumpy action. This is the moment you want to start buying, when the price, the selling pressure is getting exhausted. So Unibright would be my one. You know, I know they've got an insane team, insane partnerships. It's one of them, and it's currently at a 30 million market capitalization on 30 million is absolute baby. You know, this one could reach $1 billion in the next bull cycle. It has huge utility. 32 million. This is an absolute baby. You can make huge gains on these kind of cryptos. Right. Let's take a look. No pullback, up only, says Labby. Maybe yes, maybe yes. You know, like I said, I am not confident here in swing long or swing short. Only if we have a solid breakout, only if we solid breakdown, then I'll be looking for short, or I'll be looking for swing longs. At this, we are in a pattern range. There's still no validation on long or short, in my personal opinion. The only strategies that there is right now is, you know, these scalping opportunities, these day trades, these scalping opportunities for me, like I explained on yesterday's video, that played out to perfection. You know, exactly what we were talking about played out yesterday, you know, and I did actually trade that level, that bounce from this breakout. We also showed at the beginning of the stream, you know, these level to level trades with volume. You need to wait for that opportunity. We're actually getting a bounce. We're actually getting a consolidation from a daily level. What daily level? This daily level is from, 2020. It's from December of 2020. Why is it a strong daily level? We had a large week of a consolidation just before we broke, you know, $24,000. So we got highs and lows, open and closes, 2 daily levels. If I zoom in here and go to the 1 hourly chart, we are getting that consolidation from this daily level. But also, not only this daily level, we are also having this large volume here. The top range is getting supported. So, you know, there is, in the short term, there is a possibility of another attempt here to have pumpy action. No doubt in my mind. You know, we could see that pumpy action in the midterm, the next coming hours. It could happen. We are at insane support, and we are seeing that exhaustion. We go to the 15-minute. This is getting exhausted. Massive selling pressure, no selling pressure. Bounce is possible. Bounce is likely. So yeah, long opportunity range at this level. We got strong resistance. We've got a 4 hourly level that has been rejected several times. 1, 2, 3. Got a bounce here. Got a consolidation, but finally broke down. Yeah, stay cautious. That 4 hourly level at 24,150. If it does consolidate, and volume doesn't go higher, ooh, stay cautious because this could go to lower levels. Yeah, absolutely insane how we see these volume levels getting insanely respected, guys. I mean, look at this. It's just, you cannot make this up. Largest volume level, red candle right there. This massive wick has big volume. The next big volume range is this 4-hourly candle, or the 15-minute candle, sorry. I'm talking about the 15-minute chart. Big candle with volume, big candle with volume. Big wick here though, but it has large volume. Where do we come back up to retrace with a low volume after the breakdown? Exactly to the largest volume range right over here. Where are you eyeing to take profit if you're shorting? You're really eyeing the short range, okay? Short range of the volume level, okay? The first one. So breakdown, consolidation, breakdown. You have this volatility, but your take profit range is from your biggest volume level at the low level. So the low level of the big candle volume is your take profit range. It's not the exact low level from a little bit of choppy action to the downside. It is the largest volume level. So bang, bang, right there. Massive short opportunity right there. Of course, that's it. You've tested the lows. You haven't broken it. You're getting the bounce. You're getting the bounce back up after several attempts. Just a few kind of strategies, guys, there so you can actually train them. High probability trade here for the next coming hours. We have a solid break above the 4-hourly level at the 24,160. I would consider longing this range. If we have a solid breakout, big breakout, we just have a quick consolidation retracement, you know, I would be long in this range. Very likely, especially if we do have high volume. These are the kind of strategies, kind of trades that I'm looking at. Guys, Andy woke up. Andy woke the bulls in EU. Yes, absolutely. No, absolutely not. Guys, just kidding. I actually been accumulating this too. What crypto, guys, this is going to be it for this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Joseph, thank you for the insane support. My man, one of my strongest moderators, always giving insane support. Check out, guys, PrimeXBT. I'm in no trade at this moment. Looking still for that shorting. I got stopped out 3 times, 2 with a small stop loss, and the third one with a break-even point. I'm waiting for some exhaustion to trade the S&P 500. Luckily, with good risk management, not losing too much on these trades, actually doing some pretty nice Bitcoin trades on Bybit, like I've been showing you. Check out the bonuses, guys. If you are interested in trading the traditional markets or Forex or, you know, gold, oil, natural gas on PrimeXBT, you get 7% added to your deposit using Bitcoin as collateral or Ethereum or USDT or USDC stablecoins. I do use PrimeXBT quite a lot on the live streams. I'll show you, you know, some potential trades that I'm looking at. So far for the last week, you know, in the month of August, I am in a slight loss on PrimeXBT. I've been having some insane good months trading oil and natural gas, like I've been showing you on the last few months on PrimeXBT. This month, I'm in a negative on PrimeXBT, but it is what it is. You need, you know, traders are not perfect. You know, don't make 100% gains always. You need to have your tight stop losses. You know, if you are in a small loss, you can easily recover once you see that next opportunity. Okay, on Bybit, thank God, my account is in the green. so far so good. Anyway, you got insane bonuses. These are my 2 favorite platforms. You got a full tutorial down below, guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of the live stream where I explained what happened yesterday, you know, explaining it on the video of yesterday. You can check it out on minute 8, looking at that potential bounce. This is exactly what happened on the chart on Bitcoin. We did have that nice opportunity with that trading idea that I showed on yesterday's video. also with another one that happened, and you need to train your eye for these major levels, okay? And hopefully you are learning a lot. Smash up the like button on your way out, guys. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news and technical analysis ideas. You got it down below. You know what I'm waiting for here. You can range trade as much as you want. You have scalping and day trade opportunities every single day, but for that swing trade, for that confirmation, I am waiting for the solid breakout of the 24.5k range, a big solid breakout, or a big solid breakdown from the last higher low here on the daily, which is at the 23.1k range, okay, for that shorting opportunity or for that longing opportunity, guys. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Make sure to destroy that like button. Check out Bitcoinsensus website, all the tutorials from these exchanges. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.